when you say framework agreement, it's a broad roadmap. The detail is contained in detail to competency clauses THS. Now that's where the problem lies. But that as it may, Amakam Kuatu, it is important that since these are two agreements already entered into with the Government of India, we would like that the Government of India should immediately carry out an exercise, put these two framework and agreed positions into one common draft. And I can tell you, NSCNI has also done a remarkable job in as far as protecting their identity, preserving their identity, and the self-determination part of their exercises. They have done very well in the competency clause. But so has the NMPGs. In their competency clauses, it is not too different from what the NSCNI had worked out. By and large, the bulk of the issues are covered by both these two agreements, and both the agreements are an effort to protect, preserve the dignity and the freedom of the Naga. Both the documents. We cannot say that the agreed position must be the only basis on which a conclusion must be made. We are proposing that these two agreements be put together, create a common draft, because the Government of India will need to sign one agreement, not 2, 3 agreements with every fight. And therefore, if the Government of India intends to sign just one agreement with the Naga on the political issue, it is absolutely necessary that both these two agreed documents need to be put together to form a common draft where all the factions should be prepared and commit that once these two agreements are put together into a common format, they would be prepared to sign. That is the exercise and the effort this House today is supposed to be considering. So it depends on us to voice this opinion if we are all committed to it. Today is the day where the Nagas must make our thoughts and views known to the Government of India. Now there's one thing that I wanted to make a clarification here. Even within our own, I am an individual that have used the phrase Nagas of Nagaland very, very frequently. I keep saying this word, Nagas of Nagaland. And I understand that there have been times when others who are not Nagas from Nagaland have also communicated with me, telling me, sir, when you say this, you do not seem to be concerned about the Naga brothers living beyond the boundaries of Nagaland. I have been told that by people that are honestly concerned and therefore share their honest thoughts with me. Now let me clarify that position, gentlemen, because I'm so happy that from Arunachal and from Assam, our Naga brothers are also present here. I'd like to make one thing very clear. I in no way believe in any way of considering our Naga brothers living beyond the Naga boundary, Nagaland state, as somebody else. You belong to us. But as long as there is no integration, we are forced to remain wherever we are. But the one thing that our brothers beyond the boundary of the state of Nagaland must understand, that the nucleus problem where the bulk of the Nagas generally is headquartered is the state of Nagaland. And if the Naga problem within the state of Nagaland is not sorted out, the Naga issue does not get sorted out. But the one thing is very clear, because of the problems of the political issues of Nagaland that talks about integration, which Government of India has not been able to conceive. The Nagas of Nagaland's problem, when being discussed, has ensured that the brothers across the border must also be given an honorable infrastructure within which they must be given equal opportunities to grow like us in the state of Nagaland. That is something the Nagas of Nagaland is not undermining. I wanted our friends from beyond the state to know it is because of the problems of the Nagas of Nagaland and minus the integration, we believe that our brothers across the boundaries of Nagaland must also get the privileges that we would like to enjoy by giving them sufficient autonomy within which you will also be given the opportunity to grow like us in the state. And therefore, because of the issues that belong to the Nagas of Nagaland, our brothers across the border, across beyond the boundaries of Nagaland, are also being considered by the Government of India to ensure that some kind of an autonomous council would be created where it will be directly funded by the Government of India, that you would have legislative, judiciary and executive authority within that bound of the Naga territory, even if it is in Manipur or in Arunachal or even in Assam. And so, kindly do not misunderstand the term Nagas of Naga. The term is used for other perspectives where this solution that comes must be honest, truthful, and most of all, transparent. As far as the working group is concerned, they have made the contents of their discussions with the Government of India and put it in the public domain where the Nagas have been able to understand exactly what they are demanding. We may agree, we may not agree, we may say there is shortcoming. The fact of the matter is, as far as the NNPs are concerned, they have put all the issues that they have discussed and finalized with the Government of India and put it in the public domain for all of us to see and say whether we like it or not. Whereas in the case of NSC and IM, to date, up to this day, this moment, they have yet not made their competency clauses public. It's not transparent. So in my writings, I have often been talking about this particular aspect. And I don't want to go into the details of what the competency clauses say, but the simple principle applicable is this. This movement, Naga National Movement, is not an NSC and IM's movement. It's not NNPG's movement. It is a Naga movement. It belongs to all of the issue. So if there is any decision to be made, it concerns us directly. It concerns all of our future directly. and for NSCNI to hold the point of view that they will make a negotiation with the government of India, and after it is sorted out, they will let us know what they were demanding. We are the stakeholders. We have every right to know exactly what our future, our destiny is going to look like before the final solution, not after. That is a clear basic principle. It is nobody's individual movement. It belongs, this Naga national issue belongs to all of us. We are the stakeholders. And our future must be decided with our knowledge. Otherwise, it becomes undemocratic. And therefore, this is one appeal that I would like to make on this forum, to let the NSCNI also know. Just as much as the NNPDs have made their competency clauses known and made transparently available in the public domain, NSCNI should also do the same, so that the people can stand up firmly behind them all. It is in the norm of wanting to give a strong moral support for all our national workers in the effort that they are trying to put in. But as long as they create doubt in our hearts and minds as to what they are asking for, there can be no complete, comfortable resolve of the people together. And so this is, while talking about putting the two agreed position and the framework agreement together to form one common draft and have one final document where all the factions would be prepared to sign. That is the effort that this House is going to take into consideration today. Now here, we are trying to at least let the government of India know that the GB Federation, as has already been mentioned, they have met all the factions that are active, and according to the report that has been received, all the factions, even including the NSCNI, they have all actually agreed that if there is a common platform where all of them are called in, they would be prepared to attend that common platform. I'm excited about this because, for a change, all the factions, whether under ceasefire agreement or not, all of them have given their consent to say we would be willing to participate. The GB Federation have done a remarkable job. The grassroots job, the hardest part of the job has been done by them. And we, as an organization, would like to use the GB Federation, whereby we add momentum, add strength, and work together towards encouraging our factional brothers to all come to this common forum that we shall decide today when it should be done, how it should be done. These are areas of the agendas to be discussed today. And then whether to form a committee in order to take forward the action plans and so on and so forth. These are issues that need to be discussed in this meeting today. And so, based on what I have already said, we need to keep in mind that this may be the last hope for the Nagas. This could be our last hope for the Nagas to find one platform where the total voice of the Nagas as a majority and a people, voicing our common concern and letting the government of India know that we want an early solution to this vexed situation. It cannot go on. And in order to do that, we must help the government of India also to bring all the factions to say, okay, make a common ground, we will sign. That is what, in simply put language, is the effort that we want to do and tell the government of India. Now, if we succeed, we want to tell the government of India, now the ball is in your court. We want an early solution. Our people cannot carry on with this burden of taxation, with the cost of living that's become unbearable, that the future of another generation, the youngsters, the new generation, they just don't have an environment to be able to grow like any other generations in the world. And so therefore, this is a proposition whereby the voice of the people must be clearly made heard.
Enough we have suffered. Nagas have suffered enough. In terms of human lives, we have lost so much of human lives in the name of Naga political settlement. We have suffered so much in terms of imprisonment, including grouping of villagers, raping women, committing evils even in the church by Indian forces in the name of sovereignty. And we have been alienated so much from the rest of the world. If you count, it is going to be 100 years now since the Naga leaders submitted Simon Commission. 2029, we're going to have 100 years. It's going to be a century. And there were some chances given to us. Somehow it is with the Nagas, who remain indifferent to our situation, who remain so narrow-minded because of tribalism, because of disunity. We have missed three important opportunities to bring this political solution. Number one, 16 agreement points. We have this statehood, we have this kind of government, we have this kind of facilities because of 16 points agreement. And this agreement, as far as I understand, it was, the draft was submitted 4 times to all the important leaders of Nagas, political leaders under Governor Brown. Only then in the 5th draft, the 16 points was adopted and it was implemented, and we are enjoying the fruit of this 16 points agreement. Whereas 1996, during 6 Indo-Naga political talks in Delhi under led Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, Spartan type of arrangement was offered, which was refused by us because of tribalism. And that was the point how NNC was split into 2. One is, to be very frank, I'm very frank, and I speak only what I know. The NNC movement was split into 2, revolutionary and NNC. We missed that opportunity, 1966. 75, Sri Lanka court began discord. People, they went against Sri Lanka court, which they thought Indian constitution was the final for settling Naga political issue. They refused, nothing to do with Indian constitution. We will want nothing less than sovereignty. So they formed NSN, and the NSN was split into K and IM. Second opportunity we missed. Now in 1996, 97, the IM came back to India, made peace agreement with Government of India. In 2015, they came into an agreement with Government of India, popularly known as Framework Agreement. So they have taken 18 years plus 10 years, 28 years quick since ceasefire was declared, agreement was signed. It's 3 decades, long year. It's a long period of time. 30 years is a long period of time.
I think we are moving away from the crossroad. We were standing too long at the crossroad, looking at every side, not knowing where to go, and we have taken the step. This is the tipping point, I think, in our context. There are respectable people from all over Naga area, not Nagaland alone, but Naga area. If I got it correctly from our convener, his committee, he has given invitation to everyone. No one was excluded, but some did not come. I think we should make it clear. I think the press sitting here, we should make it clear. Everyone, no one was left out. We were all invited, but some decided not to come. And many a times, what happens to us is that our perception, we have not even talked. For instance, I tell you, you are here. I'm very happy that today NTC Naga Hoho, we are here. At times, when Forum for Naga Reconciliation calls up a particular Naga organization and said, please come to the meeting. First thing, the president will ask me, who did you call? Oh, I called this. Oh, if they're coming, we will not come. This is the Naga situation. And I think today we are showing that we have to break that pattern. That culture has to be exercised. We need to go beyond. So we are very happy. Now next time, if we are calling for one purpose, that is for the Naga process, nobody should say, I'm not going because this group is coming. I cannot go because the fellow is there. No. I think we got to open up our a little more progressive. Let us be wide encompassing. Our minds should be more broader. Now, we have diverged too long. Diverged means we have gone too far. Brothers and brothers, sisters and sisters, we have gone too far. Today, it looks like we are converging. We are on the verge of converging. Nobody is going to stand here and say we are not going to be a part of that. We are talking about Nagas coming together. Let us talk about that first. Please let others know that no one was left out. This is an inclusive process where everyone must come in. And after coming, if you have some disagreements, we should talk openly and say that's an area that I'm not so clear. Can we work it out? But we're not giving the chance. Before we even come together, we're already, perception has created suspicion, and therefore our perception is dictating our being, our group. And so, oh, those people have come, therefore they are talking about us. You see? But they've not heard what we were talking. I don't think we have talked here anything against anyone. We are talking about Nagas coming together, being inclusive. Then let us discuss. We are not even giving the chance to discuss. This has to be made clear. The respectable leaders are here, please speak down. Now, as far as the agenda is concerned, we have been meeting with the Naga political groups all since the 14th of January this year, and we have met 6 times. I was just looking. We have met 6 times, and on the 14th they talked about a kind of a common platform, a platform of what we call the Council of Naga Cooperation and Relationship. Now that's a big name. It's not a political group. It's only about how we come together and work it out, similar to the common platform, whatever you may call it. We should not be bogged down with terms. It is all flexible. Now, since they agree, we are talking about the same thing, and we must make it clear, FNR must make it clear, we don't have a monopoly. We don't monopolize Nagas coming together. Everyone must contribute. All right? And if what we could not do, you are doing, I think we should shake hands together and say, yeah, let us do it together. And I'm very clear about that we don't compete with anybody. If somebody is doing, let us give them our support. Now, what we've been talking along, I think it's a very good suggestion. But there's one thing, since the Naga political groups we have also discussed 6 times, they have also given a treaties statement. I think it is proper. Legally, it is correct to say that we must talk with the Naga political groups, and we are going to be meeting at the earliest as soon as possible and say, hey, this is what we have said. It's almost along the same line that we are talking. We must converge together. Okay? So give us the time.
Actually, in Assam, we have a joint council consists of the Rengmas from Karbi Anglong and the Zilianglong from Dima Hasao district. So, on behalf of the Rengmas Zilianglong Joint Council and the Rengma Naga People Council of Assam, I stand here before you all to address a few problems that we are facing in Assam. Actually, Rengma Hills, when we say Rengma Hills, we all know it was recognized by British through political proceeding 1780 on 18 April 1841. And after that, this Rengma Hills, which is contiguous to the Nagaland, present Nagaland state, was divided into 3 mojas: East Rengma Moja, West Rengma Moja, and Naga Rengma Moja. But today, our land has been alienated from our people. The West Rengma Moja has already been occupied by our Karbi brothers. Now most part of the East Rengma Moja is under the occupations of Karbis. And during the time of Nagaland state formation, we were left out. And now we are under the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. And under the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, even our basic rights has been denied. Our inherited land in the village is dictated by Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. Rengma Hills was very much a part of Naga Hills district. It was merged with the Naga Hills district in the year 1866, but during the formation of district, it was left out. Rengma Nagas of Assam has been the most victimized tribe through all the political struggles of Nagas. Mohan Naga Hills district the by state part ante ami hage left out kuri jado ami hala mati to bish to Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council han di dishi our Karbi brothers can value dishi mati to choto no hoy Rengma Hills to Tansiri ro ele Kelani Reserve Forest to ase aro Rengma Reserve Forest New Land ode boundary kura to icha ONC han tel hola ase toli ami han ki pa ase ami la ancestor land de iman resource to use kuri dishe manura ya ami ki paise ami han backward kuri dishe aji apni han wala busti de jaina sai sabe ki iman backward te thake ase nijor la busti dibi nature resources ekta cholaboli kandibi Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council for permit kore nijor busti manu kuri kanina rakhili forest department ahile seize kuri de ina korna bishit duk paina thake ase Rengma Mohan আজি বিশ্বাস আছে এইটো প্লেটফৰ্ম তো লৈ না আগে যাই না সলিউশন তো জুলে আহিব on behalf of Rengma Zilianglong Joint Council and on behalf of Rengma Naga People's Council of Assam মই এতে জিবি ফেডারেশন আইয়ে support করেছে for a common draft of the 2 agreement আৰু itu loh dia arubi yete ekta committee thake ina age de wala speaker khan koi ja nishna alag alag jagah ra representative kori ina etu consultation aru etu further kori ina jaile beshi bhalo hobo ina thank you
approach. Our first point is who should take up this issue. Our respected Reverend FNR, they have already there. My suggestion is, yes, GB Federation, they have done a lot in the grassroots level, as well as FNR also, they have done a lot in the border areas. So to approach this common approach, I feel that FNR, GB Federation is this committee, if at all required, a few of the experienced members will be included. But this group should represent the entire Nagas. Because we are going to approach the government of India. I fully endorse non-Alex Parliamentary Wado, ito Gomantra Ponamuledo, government of India has authority. So I fully endorse. Then another one is, I think our approach should be very crystal clear. We can no more longer wait for give us solution, give us freedom. I suggest that we should give only 6 months. Within 6 months, within 4 months, government of India should prepare a common draft and give it to all the parties for further debate. Within 6 months, Naga should get a solution. If not, we should also prepare that we will make this again, once again, with all these NNBG, all these underground. We should we should declare this public movement. I think we should also come in a very clear, crystal approach. We should give 6 months. Then within that, government of India should give us solution, failing which this will be again once again made into public movement. And the entire, every individual of Naga should involve this. And then somebody should lead. Who should lead? This is GB Federation, FNR, and if any member, this group should lead the whole Nagas. That also we should get prepared. So with this, I fully, Nagas fully appreciate for common approach, common agreement, but we should also give proper stipulated time to the government of India, or in case there is one more alternative is we would like to form a committee for preparing these commons. They should also not take much time, if at all. But my first priority is we should totally give to the government of India and we should follow on behalf of their own population, public of Nagas, not us. That's it. Thank you.
The DI solution the DI government of India to Tamil Holibi, Choto Holibi, the DI. India Goa, Arunachal Naga, Manipur Naga, Assam Naga. Itu berapa komite member kalau aji ni tu, la UNCT le ahana mungkin ini mide ahana. Bola Naga state power bukan mata hamudi bi ini kan tradisi tu. Nah, हमारा पापा तो मजे ऐसे कुछ ना अच्छी निश्चय इम्पोर्टेंट मीटिंग के तरह का नहीं बोला है इधर अरुणाचल आए से असम नागा आए से खुशी ऐसे अच्छी निश्चय लोग जाओ लगे सब जगह पे इसी पूरा से अरुणाचल में भी इमान मारा मारे हुआ ऐसे तो मणिपुर भी हुआ ऐसे तो असम भी हुआ ऐसे तो खाली नागालैंड नहीं हो तो नागा मानो किमान नागा तुम कोते ऐसे तो कर मुड़ी के ना आने ऐसे इतने मेरे पीछे को आरो यूनिटी बुरीबो आरो सॉल्यूशन आनिबो बोले नागा किमान আছে এটো যোগ হবল একটা হবল এটো গানে আমি ইয়াতে আছি হা লিডার কান নাগা লিডার কান কিমান আছে আপনি খাও হতে ববলে মন থাকাটো আমাক ইউনিটি হবল লাগে আरो ইউনিটি প্রায় এটো কামটো পায়
political solution. Therefore, the negotiating parties should earnestly heed before and arrive at a political solution that is honorable, acceptable, and inclusive to all people. Signing of the framework agreement on August 3rd, 2015, with Edison Iron, and on account of the disunity among the NPGs, another agreement known as agreed position was signed in November 2017 with the working committee and NNPCs. Even after signing of these two agreements, a lasting political solution has eluded so far. The Naga society wants a solution based on the already maturely agreed agreement, that is framework agreement and agreed position, and bring out the common draft or platform for an early Naga political solution. Further, the Naga apex tribal bodies resolved to urge all the NPCs to make renewed effort towards unity and understanding to work towards one solution and one agreement. Furthermore, the House resolved to urge the Government of India to bring out the common draft based on the already maturely agreed agreement, that is framework agreement and agreed positions for early Naga political solution without further delay. Finally, the House endorsed the Naga GP Federation to spearhead the Naga peace process with the support of the tribal organization. Also to endorse to convene a meeting and invite all the civil and tribal bodies.
Voice of Nagaland अपने ये सब के स्वागत करे जे viewers कन आज यदि tourist lodge से एक टा meeting थकी से और इतु meeting तो किला आसे गुले तो Nagaland apex tribal bodies consultation meeting on Naga political issue. Aro itu tu ile tu under the banner of Nagaland GP Federation Peace Committee kuna itu amahan chanyo pare. Aro yate meeting de kun khan part luishu gule to Nagaland Tribe Council, Senior Citizen Association Nagaland, Forum of Naga Reconciliation, Ex-Parliamentarian Association Nagaland, Aro Dimapur Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Naga Council, Aro itu laga upor de Arunachal, Assam, Aro Manipur laga Nagas inhabitant khan yate aisha. Libi yate ekta janyo para to ile to United Naga Council Manipur khan do ile to yate meeting de attend kuro para nai. KNS sugile to ami takamra minghan ke chanai dia to lo itu meeting do ile to short period notice meeting hoa para takhan itu halibo para nai inconvenience issue kone tibi amahan janyo pare se. To ile to yate 4 hours nishina discussion da isha aro itu laga meeting laga resolution bi olaishe aro tate ami khan janibo para to ile do yete tribal soho khamra takan yete resolution ola to ile do under the banner of GP Federation Nagaland to tahamra kwala insap to ile do the house endorsed the Nagaland GP Federation to spearhead Naga peace process with the support of tribal organization, also endorsed to convey a meeting and invite all civil Naga civil organization guna takan laga meeting laga resolution do itu bi takise aro yade janibo para to ile do Nagaland itu framework agreement do chuli daga to ile do NNPC aro NSAIM aro government of Nagaland la majodi itu chuli daga to ile do ekta common platform ekta bonai gina itu early solution peace process kani which will be honorable, acceptable and inclusive of all the Naga inhabited areas, not only confined to the Nagas of Nagaland, holibi Assam Nagas khan nishina aro Manipur Nagas khan nishina aro itu la upore Arunachal Nagas khan la bi itu bi amhan janibo parche to aro mon ekta update janibo para to ile do faction kun under negotiation khan de thaka khan to ile do 16 political group ase guise out of that takan groundwork kora do holibi 18 ase holibi 16 ase guna itu janibo pare holibi itu Twitter do ile do Myanmar pes laga political group ase guna itu bi amhan janibo parche to yete laga ache laga update to itu thagise aro enaga alag update kani amingan side gibi Voice of Nagaland News moi reporter Krizil Nguli reporting from Dimapur.